Okay, so one of the key things to remember when you're creating tabs, when you already have data that you're going to set your tabs up for, is to make sure that you select the data where you want your tabs. So we're not just going to click in front of this sentence and think that all this information down here will get those tabs. They won't. So if I just click in front of this sentence and I set a tab here at the 4-inch mark and I tab, that goes over there. But if I click down here at the next line, you can see that tab is no longer at the 4-inch mark because I only set it for one line. So when we're, again, setting tabs for information we already have, we need to make sure that we select all the information. I'm going to pull this tab off of here. If you're starting from the very beginning of a document, for example, let's try, so here's a new document, and I don't have any information yet at all, and if I set tabs now, these tabs will follow me throughout the document. So if I hit my Enter key, couple things, right? We can still see the tabs are up here, and when I hit them, they're the same. But if we have information already, then we need to make sure that we select it. Otherwise, just clicking here will not create tabs for the rest of the document. It will only create tabs for this line. So we will select these, and because I want to use leader dots, I'm going to launch the paragraph group and create my tabs in the tabs dialog box. So I'll set one at 1 inch and I'll keep it aligned to the left. And the first one does not get leader dots. We'll use that for the second one, and I'll choose set. And maybe I'll just take a guess and I'll put my second tab at 3.5 inch mark. And I can keep that aligned left too, but I know I want my leader dots to be between these two tabs here. And I'll choose set and say okay. So that, let's see what that looks like. So we want to use our first tab in front of our information, and then the next one in front of pages. And if you have spaces, so these little dots here are created when we hit the space bar. So we're either using tabs or spaces. We don't want to have both. So I'm going to delete that space and replace it with a tab. And there's my leader dots. And we'll do this one. And I'll backspace the space out and tab. And this one. And backspace and tab. So that actually worked. I didn't think that was going to work. I thought it would be too short. But if I wanted these a little bit further apart, or I just wanted them a little bit different, I could come back here and select them, and then I could change them. I could take this one and drag it up. Now I'm not creating a new tab here. I'm just changing this current tab. So I'm not adding more tabs, right? I'm just adjusting these tabs. I could also do that by launching the paragraph group and going back to where we started. And now here you can see that they changed, right? Because I had started with just 1 and 3.5, and now it's 1.5 and 4.5. So again, selecting matters, and that's it. Now here we chose to have it lined up on the left, so that means that everything is lining up on this left margin here. If we had chosen these to be right aligned, and I'm just go back here, and I'm going to click on this one and choose right, and it's still leader dots, and I'll set it. So I'm making a change, and all of this is selected, right? And we'll say okay. And now we can see it's not lined up here on the left, but it is lined up here on the right. So I hope this helps you a little bit with practicing your tabs.